Hi, welcome to DEDU, a channel about studying abroad, self-growth, and my perspective about education. So today I'm not gonna guide you through a day of my life in the state or where I experienced learning engineering program. If you're interested in studying abroad, experiencing life overseas, or just to want to get some tips about studying in the States, follow me in this episode. Here's a day in my life at Boston College. East Coast, the United States. And my semester starts at the end of August when the weather is a bit hot. Of course, the heat in Boston when, where I study is not an instance as in Saigon now, but it's around 28 degrees. Usually my class starts at 9, so my breakfast is very simple. You can see fruit, bread, and hot milk. And in the US, most people, have cereals and bread in the morning. And some even simpler, they just have a cup of coffee and that's it for breakfast. Unlike in Vietnam, American eateries and restaurants only open around noon and quite sparse. Not as convenient as in Vietnam with food stalls or at every corner. And before I leave the house, I take care of my plants a bit. So today I'm gonna spend the whole day at school. And it takes me around 15 minutes to bike to school. Isn't it lovely? The Gothic sized stone buildings on campus resemble European churches and castles, don't they? So speaking of Boston College a bit, my parents, when they first heard I was going to college, so they wonder why such precious Fulbright scholarship led me to a college, not a university. So for those of you who have the same questions as my parents, Boston College is a private research university ranking 39 in the United States by the U.S. News and World Report in 2024. And for those who has planned for study abroad but still have little idea of school options available, so you can refer to this website. And Boston College is gonna be my home throughout my master program in learning engineering. Simply put, learning design. So here we are in the class. This morning I have a discussion session with professors and my classmates to share a bit about our program for those who are curious. We design educational products for various groups, and for an education product to be created, whether it's a book, a game, a short video, or a formal program, it must go through what we call user testing and feedback to be improved and finalized. So what you are seeing right now is a learning design test, and our professor's assignment is to create an activity that raises awareness about how food choice impact the environment. And we usually interview learners and then record the video for analysis and data collection to improve the product. And on average, we design at least about 2-3 educational product per semester, with each development cycle lasting around 2 or 3 months. So as I share in the other episode of DEDU, learning through a project is what I love the most about learning engineering program at Boston College. But this doesn't mean all programs in the US are practical, don't take it wrong. So many students choose the wrong program and end up with heavy theoretical coursework, and that's not what I want for you guys. So my advice is that you should be careful in picking a program of your preference, and no matter which country you go to. So I think I feel hungry now. We might take a break. Our gang usually sneak into the campus bookstore to grab some snack. So you can look at us, how I miss those innocent and playful moments, even though we're pushing 30s. Don't you agree that the best part of studying is having our own group? After the product feedback session, we were connected with a guest speaker in via Zoom. And we do this every week. We meet and talk with at least one industry professional to learn about their field and build personal connections. And some of you might think learning design only involves school, but actually it's much more. The learning designer for organizations like National Fire Protection Association, designing and publishing companies, museum, tech firm, and local non-profit STEM organizations. So you can see very, very diverse. If anyone is curious about learning engineering for a master's degree, or you have planned to study in the US, feel free to message me. I'm happy to give advice. It's noon now, so it's time for lunch. At this time, I usually discuss with friends while eating. As I shared in previous episodes, Americans are very, efficient with their time. And they often eat while doing something else, like checking emails, doing homework, or discussing with colleagues. This afternoon, I take the application of technology in education. And as you can see, we are experiencing VR, and wearing it feels like, stepping into another world. We also explore the interactive educational applications. And I particularly like the Cosmo product because they're doing such a great job of designing learning experience that, blend the real world and the online environment. And after that, we sit down to analyze and evaluate the strengths and weaknesses of each technology type when designing product. So today, I'm having home with Tete, my best friend from Chile, and her dog, Mila, after class. So our walk to school from home always lively with stories about school, culture, pets, the past, and plans for futures. One very unique feeling that I have while studying abroad is, cherish the people I meet and this experience that I have. Things that are very easy to overlook. Tete and her family, for instance, we don't know when we meet again, so we try to treasure every moment. You might be curious about what I do on days when I don't have afternoon classes. Usually I clean the house, cook something that I crave. This is the Dallas style pizza in a pan. I enjoy it a lot, actually. So it's through those dishes that I feel, the soul of the culture of where I'm born. So for those planning to study abroad, don't forget to indulge in all of your favorite food before you leave. Believe me, you're gonna miss them. After cooking and eating, I clean up a bit, then head to the nearby park or school stadium for a walk or jog. I love going to the school stadiums on days with sport events to watch baseball games. That's enough fun for now. Back to studying. So in the evening, I focus on my studies and do my pre-work. On average, we need to read at least 3 or 5 research papers for each topic and write summaries to discuss with the professor the next day. And it took me about, 3 months to get comfortable reading and actually be comfortable critically analyzing scientific paper in English, which feels like, to me, learning a whole new language. And I told my professor that science language is like another language, and she could not agree more. So please don't stress out too much if you struggle with this at the very beginning. That's my advice. Late at night, I might call home, then I go to bed, wrapping up a day in the life of a learning design student at Boston College. And I am truly grateful for, Fulbright scholarship that has given me and other students this opportunity of exploring the world and expanding our horizon in our field. So let's call it a day for my life at Boston College. Was it similar or different to what you expected or what you imagined about life of a Fulbright student in the United States? Don't hesitate to leave your comments below. Please hit like or share with friends or family members that need to see this. See you in the next video. Bye. The learning journey as a master student in learning engineering program studying in the States. So follow me in this episode.